Hey everyone, how's it going? How's it going? What is today? Today is Thursday. I'm trying to find my live here. There it is, upcoming. And let me put welcome in there. There we go. I'm waiting for it to come up. It seems like the signal's not coming in yet. There it goes. All right. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is fix a painting. Show you how I fix this is a painting I did the other day. I didn't like it. I never finished it. I made this birch tree and this one, didn't like it. So what I did, this is all dry. I just whited out the trees that are up in the sky and part of these trees that went up into the sky. I'm going to pretty much redo the whole painting. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Using acrylic paint. Let me get the crazy world spinning. Take a break from that world. Come and relax. This is good relaxation. If you go to a doctor and they told you to pick up a hobby, this is a good hobby to pick up, okay? It's really relaxing. So I'm going to pretty much redo this whole painting. I had to white this out because I didn't think blue was going to cover over this, so I just whited that out. All this I think will get covered because I'm going to redo it. So what I decided, these mountains are a little too high up for me, so I'm going to turn these into distant mountains. So I'm going to make these gray. Probably just on this side because I'm going to put another mountain in over here. But I'll go ahead and cover the side here because I'm not sure how far over I'm going to put the new mountain. We'll just lighten the whole mountain real quick. It doesn't take long. Black and white, more white than black. Then you get this light gray. This light gray is perfect for when you have mountains that are far off in the distance. You could go even lighter than this if you wanted. The lighter you make it, the further it'll look back in the distance. So that's pretty good. Now for my new mountain, I'm gonna mix a dark gray here. I'm gonna actually add a little more black in here. I want it almost like a Payne's gray. So let's put a new mountain in here. I'll put the new mountain peak right about here. And bring it down a little. Just like that. Basically that one will be in the back now, which is what I want. So far so good. So far so good. And see how the tree's getting covered because I'm using a dark gray here. I'm hoping it covers in the sky. If it covers in the sky, then this painting should come out fairly well. Mix a little blue and white for down here in the valley here. Just to lighten it up. Pretty good. I'm going to pretty much redo everything on this painting. So I'm going to put new hills in here. That's looking pretty good. I like that so far. I'm going to put a lighter green here for my hills. I'm thinking I want this mountain to draw down more this way. So what I'm going to do is kind of draw it down more here. And have more of the valley down in here. That way I can extend this hill down further. Yeah, so now I'm going to use a light green for this hill here. Hopefully it covers this tree. If not, I'll have to use a darker green. Let's see if this green covers. I think it might be okay. Let's put a green hill coming down here. This is actually the color of grass. I checked it with a picture of mine, a photo. But I'm going to have different tones in there. This is a color of grass, but you know, grass has all different tones. This is one tone. You see how there's a little gray left on my brush, so that I'm adding different tones in there as I'm brushing it in, because there's still a little gray on my brush. So it's not all one bright green. It already has some different tones in there. Wow, I'm already liking that. I'm not sold on the water yet. I kind of basically just followed that line there, but yellow ochre. Yellow ochre with a little burnt sienna. And what I'm going to do is put a hill here, like from here, and kind of bring it up here like this, and have it look like it's going off into the distance there. This is yellow ochre and burnt sienna mixture, kind of. If you follow it, if you make it come back like this a little, it looks like it's going off into the distance there. You see that? And you could put trees small here and then get larger as you come up this way, and then it'll look like everything's going off over here. This is looking pretty good, pretty good. Let me lighten up this hill a little bit by just putting a little light color up here. Just a little bit of light color on top of that hill. I think I want the hill, this hill running more, let's see. Like maybe going up like this. Yeah, that'll work. Let me get some dark green here. And I'll actually put that in. Okay, it's good enough. Everything's getting covered. I kind of see a little bit of the tree here, but when I put the snow up there, it should get covered. This tree got covered pretty good. These green trees are gone. If you remember, I had two cypress trees here. They're all gone. It's looking good. Let me do the sky now. I'm just going to use an bright blue, brilliant blue. Brilliant blue mixed with some white. And hopefully these trees get covered. If they do, it'll be a brand new painting. I think I did this on Tuesday. I was kind of rushing and I wasn't taking my time, and the painting just didn't, it started off good. I didn't even upload it to YouTube because I didn't like it, but it's still on my I have it set for private, but I think this is going to look so much better, hopefully. There's a nice blue right there. I see that blue a lot in the sky. A really light blue. You really got to mix a lot of white in it to get it that light. All right, I'm a little tired today for some reason. I mean, I just got up, went and got a coffee, just had breakfast. I think, you know how after Thanksgiving when you eat, you get tired? That's how I feel right now. But I did just have breakfast, so. So if you just joined in, this is a before and after. You can see I had a tree going straight up into the sky here. I had a tree going up here. Trees over here. I added a new mountain in here. I'm probably going to get rid of this water. I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty much just redoing the whole, painting over the old landscape, trying to make it better. I'm sure if you're an artist out there, you've probably got some of these paintings laying around that you never finished because you didn't think they were good enough. So this is a good example of how you can change something. Hopefully it comes out good. I think it will. I don't see any. I see a little hint of the tree here, but I'll put some clouds over it. There we go. So I got some different. Usually the sky is usually, you know, one color up here, and it graduates down to a lighter color as it gets closer to the horizon. But I'm gonna leave it like that for now, because I'm gonna probably put clouds around the bottom, the top of the mountains. So it's going to be white anyway. So I need a little sip of Pepsi. I need to wake up here. I already had some coffee, but it doesn't seem to be working. Alright, so here's the acrylic paint I'm using. All earth tones, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, yellow, magenta. This is Hooker's Green by Liquitex, but I put black in it because I'm going to make a big tree now on this side. Instead of having small ones here, I'm going to start a tree from down here. I'd show you a picture of like the evergreen trees out here. They're pretty dark. They're really dark green. So that's why I make them dark all the time. Maybe on my next video I'll show you some pictures before I get going on the evergreen trees. Let's start with the mountain today. I'll finish this down here in a little bit, but I want to get some snow up on the mountains. There's a little bit of marble blue in this white that I'm using, but it won't show up. So I got 3 peaks here. But there's ways to make, you know, more peaks in here. I think that'll be enough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make this peak here the main peak. Push this one back, and I'm going to even push that one back. So it'll be angling back that way towards those mountains. So what I'm going to do is run some snow down here. To create the side of this mountain. I'll just do this mountain first. Just create some snow up here. See how I kind of pulled it in front of that one? Because I want to push that one back. And then I want to bring this maybe down so it looks like the mountain's turning here a little bit. That looks cool. Now I'll do this mountain here in the middle, and I'm going to run it over the top of this one. push that one back. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably leave that one black or gray. So it's a little too dark. So I'll probably have to put a little hint of snow up there. I'll just put like a little hint. Put 2 peaks up there. There we go. Very good. Ba-da-ba. I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm going to use a light blue. For this shadow side of the mountain. I call this the shadow side, but this is still snow, this blue stuff. It's just the sun's not quite hitting it, so it has a different color. There. Wow. Now I'm liking this painting already. If you just joined in, you'll have to go back to the beginning and see what this looked like from the beginning. It's kind of like a paint over. I left some of it, the old painting, down here at the bottom, but all this is going to change down here. I decided to do the sky and the mountains first. And then I'll finish this down here. Wow. Wow, look at that mountain. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to lighten up the blue a little more for this one in the back here. I'm going to lighten it up. So it's like a lighter blue back here. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All these things in here where the snow is running down, I like to put a little bit of shadow underneath all the white. Just a little bit. It kind of creates a ledge there. And let's see, where is this mountain here? I kind of lost this mountain. Oh, this is, I'll have to put white up there. I gotta squirt a little more white out and fix that. It looks good, but this mountain is supposed to be in front of that big one. And that one gets pushed back, and then this one gets pushed back. That looks pretty good. Good enough for my book. Very good. Get the world going again. It's really blue, the sky. I can kind of see some of the tree up there. I'm going to do some clouds right now. I'm going to do some crazy clouds. How's that sound? Some crazy clouds. Let's see if I can pull this off. I'm gonna pull a cloud up from here. Let's see if it works. Just like a random cloud there. I want the clouds to look a little different today. With like different shapes and stuff. Whoops. Did I cover that? No. I have to fix that peak a little. Got a little too close to it. This white really looks really bright on this blue, this bluish color. That's brilliant blue I used. I just started using that brilliant blue. I just bought that not too long ago. Over at Michael's, they quit selling. They quit selling the #3 level Artist Loft. So I got this for. It was on clearance for $5, and they're usually $10 for this. But it's brilliant blue. And I never bought brilliant blue. I always bought like cobalt blue, all the other blues, Prussian blue. Not sure where to go with this one. I'll probably right up here. I'll probably have to put some shadows in these clouds because they're so, it's so white. They're so bright, you know. So when it dries a little, I'll put some color underneath those clouds. But wow, look at those clouds. It's pretty good. I want to fix this here real quick. It's kind of early in the morning. I didn't have to work today. That's why I'm doing a painting. So I don't expect anybody to be watching today. But I'll probably upload this one. This one I think is going to turn out good. I do have practice today with Lisa, the Rick and Lisa Experience. I play in two bands, Rick and Lisa Experience, and then Magnolia Steel Band here in Seattle. We like to rock and roll. We're Magnolia Steel Band's more like folk type music with a little rock in it. Lisa and I, we do covers. I've written some original music too, but here's those trees. I kind of want them to look like they're going off back towards the mountain there. They kind of do. Let me get a little, let me try white. We'll try a little bit of white here. There we go. It kind of helps the bottom of the tree line to show up underneath here. Also turns that yellow ochre to like a greenish color. I like that. Let me fix these trees up a little bit better. Cool. It's looking good. Looking good. So here's where I'm not sure if I want the water in there. Let me fix all that up now. I'm going to fix this bottom section before I continue. I don't think I like this water, so what I'm going to do is just throw a few more hills down here. Let's start with a dark green. dark green with a little yellow ochre in it. A little bit of yellow ochre. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to create another like hill here. Just a dark green hill here. Yeah, that looks cool. And then this, maybe this I'll make water now. Let's see what that looks like. I kind of like this pink color down here though. There we go. So now I got like a body of water here. I like that better. That way I can run a few trees over the water here. That looks good. I like that. And then I can create some hills in here. Like going down to the water. All right, very good. Time for some trees and get the world spinning again. I'm starting to feel better now. I drank a little bit of this. Let me see if there's anybody on. Nope, just me, King Richard. I like how it has a crown next to my name. That's what I was thinking about calling my art line, King Richard. If I get like some millionaire to invest in me, I was going to start a new paint line with acrylic paints and how to do landscapes. King Richard Paints. But I'm waiting for the investor. I already got a book started, everything on how to do landscapes in acrylic. This is fun though. If you've never done a landscape, you got to give it a try. It's a good way to relax, and it's really not that hard if you think about it. Clouds, mountains, trees, I mean, water. Anybody who's been out camping, you know what all this stuff looks like. It's really easy to imagine. And the way I paint, it's all from the imagination. That's what I teach. I don't teach you to copy a picture. You don't want to make that mountain. You don't have to make that mountain look exactly the way I do it. But I'm just showing you where to put the snow. Your mountain could look a lot different than that. I really want some big trees in here. I think I can do it from here now instead of down here over the water. because I could make this hill closer to us and keep that in the distance there. Let me do that. I'm going to create some land right here. Like right down here, a little lower than, I'll just bring the water like down here a little bit. Like that. Put some bushes here. Then I can I'll run a big tree from those bushes. And I'm going to do it right up into the sky here. Big evergreen tree. Check out this tree I'm going to do. It's a number 2 fan brush. It's an oil brush. I'm going to stay on the trunk with the corner and just press on the trunk as I come down. You could turn your brush a little, but just maybe do the top part first like this and get wider as you come down. All you got to do is stay on the trunk with the corner and kind of press it hard, and then just get a little wider as you come down. Kind of make it look like a rocket, you know. And then I'll adjust the branches once I get it down all the way here. You just kind of imagine the branches moving outwards like a Christmas tree. Everybody knows what a Christmas tree looks like. It gets wide here at the bottom. Just like that. I put it in dark so I can highlight it. Now I'm going to highlight this with a light green, and then it'll stand out. It's a very light green. I put some white and green together, and pretty much going to hit just the right side of this tree with this light color and make the branches stand out a bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to do a little bit on this side here. Cool. Look at that. With the tree, you got to put it in dark first. You got to put it in dark, and then you can put the light color on top, okay? Then you get all the shadows in there, okay? You could even go lighter than that. If you want it to look more green, just use a different green and make it stand out more. But what I'm going to do is make these bushes stand out. I'm going to use yellow on these bushes. And then it's going to really make that tree stand out. I'm going to put a little yellow ochre in with it. This is yellow, mostly yellow, but with a little yellow ochre, okay? And we'll do like some grass down here, tall grass underneath the tree here. Just like that. See how it stands out now on top of that color? You get the contrast. Wow. That looks awesome. I really like that. Let's put in some yellow down here. I don't know if you have a backyard, but sometimes you'll get, you know, you'll get dandelions. So I'm just going to line this hill with, I don't know if I should do it yet, but we'll put a few like hints of yellow in these hills. I'm hoping it ends up looking like dandelions when I'm done. Just at random, put in some yellow down there. Doesn't have to look perfect. Just random colors like this, okay? All right, I'm gonna do some bush trees over here on this side now. It's looking pretty good. So I'm going to save this side here for a big tree. I might as well put it in now so I know what to put out here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tree in now. There's just going to be a tree right here, right on top of this hill, all the way up into the sky here. Right down to here underneath those, above those dandelions. It's going to be the same type of tree, kinda. I'll put some separation in between the branches on this one. Trying to make the branches kind of curve down because the weight of the branches. But right now you can design it, make it wider. You can make your tree a little wider if you want. Look at that. Wow. I really like that. I'm going to put, I think I want some bushes below it. Over the water. So I'm going to cover up some of these dandelions a little bit and have some nice bushes underneath here like that. I'll use orange over here. So I'm going to mix a little bit of magenta and yellow for the highlighting of these bushes. So I got magenta. Okay, I mixed yellow and magenta, and I got some kind of orangey color. It's probably more on the red side, but let's put some bushes here. When you do your bushes, do one at a time. Like right now, I see there's a bush, but it's behind this one. And I'm just doing the top part of the bush and bringing it down just a little. See that? So now I got one, two bushes. Now I'll do another one here, and then finally one back there. And you want to just barely touch the top part of the bush like this. Barely touch it, so some of the dark color comes through. So it just doesn't look like all orange. You know what I mean? So you got different. You got the color underneath coming through as well. So don't hit it so hard with the brush. Like you don't even see a bush here, do you? But I'm going to create the top of a bush here by just touching it lightly. And then lightly as I come down, even lighter. Okay. So boom, 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 boom. You got 4 bushes there. Look at that. That's a good color choice. Good color choice. And we got some dandelions down here. Let's see if if orange looks good in there. No. I like the yellow looks better by itself. All right, here's a good example. I'll highlight this tree with a brighter green now to show you the difference. I could probably hit that one again with green if I wanted to make it stand out more. Just go over the dark color with the green. You want to just touch it though, because if you brush it, it'll smear it. It's a different technique when you're putting on this highlight color. You're touching it. See, it creates branches in there. If you brush it, you're going to get this effect in here. See, think of it as the final color. We're just adding the color on top of the color that's blended underneath. Okay. And watch on these bushes here, we can add some white flowers in there. You can use any brush for that if you want, but I'm going to use this fan brush. And you just kind of put random flowers in here like this. Don't overdo it. Just a few flowers. Over here you could put white on top of the yellow here. It'll stand out. Just little white flowers blooming. And maybe, let's see, maybe a few, white kind of stands out a lot, so it's like red almost, so you don't want to use too much of it. Just a little bit of white down there. Wow, this thing came out way better than what I had before. Looks way better than the beginning. I think I still need to fix the sky up a bit, the clouds, but in the water. Let me finish the water right now. Let me see where I'm at. I still got an hour. I have to go meet somebody at 12 o'clock. They have an issue at their condo. I should put the reflection in the water here. We could put a shadow out here from this tree. Yeah, this shadow here we'll put down here on this hill. There's enough shadows underneath these bushes that this is all in the shade here anyway, so it looks pretty good. It's dark. Looks dark, but it has a lot of color down there. That's a pretty cool look. Let's put a few more water lines in here. I guess this is some kind of beach down here. That purple, that's from the old painting underneath. What was I gonna do? I forgot. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. Well, this wasn't what I was thinking of, but we need like I need a tree out here to establish some like distance. So we'll put a few trees out here on this hill. It'll get the perspective going in the painting. I'll just put three of them out there. The three amigos. Put one at an angle here. You remember that movie, The Three Amigos? The Three Amigos. Oi! I like the part where Steve Martin they realized it was a real gun battle and he was using real bullets. It's like he started crying. All right. This is looking good. I really like this now. I'd like to put another tree behind this one here, just to add some more treetops in here. Like kind of right behind it, so I don't have to do any much work on it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that, and I think it needs a small one here. Okay. Fill it up. Fill up your painting with trees. I think I'm going to hit this with green. Just to lighten it up just a little more. There we go. I just like it to stand out a little more. Perfect. Perfect. So if I did that to that one, I'll have to add a little more color in here. It'll just make it look like it's getting hit by more sunlight. That's all. Very good. Where am I at on time? An hour and 10 minutes. Not bad. I think let me put a couple birds up there and we'll see how it looks. Let's see. We'll put some birds just gliding in the sky, you know. And we'll put one down here. A couple of them. Coming to catch some fish here. I think that's about all I'm going to do on this one. I think I'll put a few highlights in the grass here real quick, and that'll be it. So the wrong brush to be using there. Kind of like a light glaze. All right, guys, I think that's about it. I'm done. I can't see anything else I want to put in there right now. I got to get ready to go soon. Came out pretty good, I think. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see what I did. I painted over. Just watch the beginning, you'll see what it looked like before I started. I think it looks pretty good. It's about the best I can do with it. I'll probably work on these bushes down here a little more and lighten up this hill a little with sunlight. And that's about it. Put some shadows on the clouds. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. I'll probably be live again this evening after, because I'm off tomorrow. And I don't have to go to bed early, so I'll be doing another live. I got to go buy some more canvas. That's why I ended up doing this one, because I didn't have any canvas. I got the 18 by 24s, but I need to save those for Ellie and my mom, so I'll go buy some more canvas, and we'll see you tonight. Cheers.